Well, that was unexpected. I think I've made it clear already that the Super Mario Bros. Franchise is getting a movie. But not just any movie, need I remind you. It's a big Hollywood budget movie that's animated. While a lot of people have mixed opinions about the movie,
It's time to stop!
I'm honestly really excited for it, and was hoping it would release this year as planned. However, it's not gonna release this year. You see, Shigeru Miyamoto, the co-producer of the Mario movie and the creator of the Mario franchise, tweeted out on Nintendo of America's and Nintendo of Japan's Twitter page the following. This is Miyamoto. After consulting with Chris referring to Chris Meledandri, my partner at Illumination on the Super Mario Bros. Film, we decided to move the global release to spring 2023. April 28th in Japan and April 7th in North America. My deepest apologies, but I promise it will be well worth the wait. For some reason, a lot of people were expecting this, but I was not prepared for this. Honestly, I thought the film would not be delayed, and that's all because of what Shigeru Miyamoto said back in December. You see, he was interviewed back in December and was asked how progress was going for the movie. He said progress is going extremely well. In fact, we're actually finishing up the last cut of the film as we speak. So, now I'm even more confused. Why are they delaying the film? At first, I thought they were delaying the film because another huge cinematic masterpiece, as nobody would call it, Avatar 2, is releasing later this December, pretty close to the Mario movie's original release window. But it may not actually be the case. You see, the movie itself actually has leaked, or more specifically, the script has been leaked, which gives us the entire plot. Now, I made the mistake of reading this, and honestly, I'm not going to spoil it, because I don't want Nintendo to take this down in case that this is indeed the real script, but I'll give you my honest opinions without spoiling it. Now, honestly, from what I've read, this seems like the best way to make a Mario movie, better than the 1993 version. Honestly, so far from what I've seen from the script, it is really convincing to be real. It could be fake, but you never know. This seems like something that legitimately did get leaked. However, we did actually get some info that also isn't necessarily involved with the plot. More specifically, the way the movie is designed. So apparently this movie's design will be very similar to the Hotel Transylvania franchise. Mario and Luigi will only have slight redesigns, and the entire film is a musical. Yeah, I'll have to get to that last part in a little bit. Let's start with the first thing, which is the Hotel Transylvania designs. Now I'm going to be honest, Hotel Transylvania 1 and 2 were great films, one of my personal favorites. However, the last two were just completely forgettable and were clearly aimed for little kids, let's be real. But the art style is just unique. In terms of the Mario movie actually being a movie similarly designed to Hotel Transylvania, I think it could actually work. To be clear, I'm not entirely supportive of this idea, as I'd rather have these characters designed to be more like their in-game sprites in most of the Mario games. But I think the real reason that the designs will be similar to Hotel Transylvania is because of Sony, or more specifically, Popeye. Now, some people didn't know this, but Shigeru Miyamoto originally intended Donkey Kong to be a game featuring Popeye the Sailor Man, but because of intellectual property issues, they decided to just go with original characters for their game. But you know who owns the Popeye rights now? Sony Entertainment. In fact, Sony Animation Studios put out a short clip showing off what a Popeye the Sailor Man movie could actually look like in modern day. Come on, Sony, you got to get this movie out. Now, moving on to the next thing that was mentioned, Mario and Luigi will have slight redesigns. What could that mean? What do they mean by slight redesigns? Is it going to be like, say, the Sonic movie? No, not that horrible Sonic. I'm talking about the better Sonic, this one. Now, if Nintendo does do this sort of thing where they redesign the characters slightly, sort of like how Sonic got redesigned slightly in the final version of the film, I think that will probably be the case in this situation. Now, if I had to predict exactly how they will look, combining the fact that it will be a Hotel Transylvania stylized movie, I think that, for the most part, Mario and Luigi will look very similar to this. Now, if this color scheme looks familiar, then you're probably thinking of the classic Donkey Kong stylized colors for Mario, and that is exactly where this costume comes from. But the final big thing that comes from this leak is the fact that this movie apparently is a musical. I'm gonna be honest, I'm fine with musicals, I guess. Like, if one comes out, no big deal to me. It's not like I'll actually watch it and enjoy it. I mean, sure, the music will be catchy sometimes, but I don't know. I just don't like the whole idea of them randomly singing about whatever it is they're dealing with, you know? But with the Mario movie, it's a completely different case for me, because some people probably don't know this, but the only type of music I pretty much listen to is video game music. I know some people like hip-hop, rap, and whatnot, but I've never really been a fan of any of those. So the fact that this might be a musical makes me really excited. And I don't care if they do randomly just like sing about a situation that they can't get through, but because of the power song they can actually get through it. Like, I wouldn't mind that in that sort of situation, because the Mario franchise has amazing music, and why would this movie be any different? It's literally got Nintendo written on the description of the movie, made by Illumination and Nintendo. So I wouldn't be shocked if Nintendo's music team decided to make most, if not all, of the songs for this movie. But wait a second, I just realized something. If this is indeed a musical, Jack Black could very well be singing a song about Bowser's origins. Oh, cannot wait to see that if that happens. That's basically all the non-major spoiler parts of the movie, and honestly, I'm fine if this is indeed real. Now, I also think the reason the film is being delayed, besides this massive leak, and besides the fact that Avatar 2 is releasing alongside the Mario movie's original date, I feel like it was because of test audiences. Now, in case if you don't know what this term is, basically when a movie is about to release, they hire a bunch of random people, typically fans of whatever movie it is, just to see exactly how audiences will react. If it has an overall positive reception, they'll release the movie typically as is, or sometimes will edit some things out that fans didn't like. So that's probably what happened behind the scenes. Most likely, some fans had a pretty good reception, but didn't think it was that fun or something like that. We really don't know. But now the final thing I want to talk about is the trailer. I know. I've talked about this for quite some time, and you know what? My opinions don't actually change about when we'll see the trailer. Now, sure, it could very well still drop very close towards the actual release, but this is Nintendo we're talking about. I don't think they intended to delay this film without something happening, which of course I think is because of test audiences. But that does not mean that the film isn't finished per se. Sure, they're probably adding one or two things, but the overall film, as I mentioned beforehand, is pretty much done. So all they really have to do is just edit some stuff together, and that's basically it. Obviously, I know there's a little bit more stuff to it, but they could just give us a very tiny teaser trailer showing us what to expect for the movie in terms of the plot and other things like that. But they could also release a trailer during the holiday season. But I personally think it'll be a few months before the movie's released till we get to see a trailer, which I think could be during E3 2022, or more specifically, a Nintendo Direct in the fall. Either one of those dates for me could actually fit very well. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. What do you guys personally think about this news? Are you excited that the film is actually releasing in 2023? Or are you like me and slightly disappointed by this? Most importantly, do you think we will actually get to see an update pretty soon? Let me know down in the comments below. I also would like to thank you guys for continuing to watch my Super Mario movie news series, because this is now one of my most viewed series I've ever done on this channel. My recent video I put out got almost 2,000 views, and I am really thankful for that. Let's hope this number continues to grow up as soon as we get more info and more videos to come in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.